Okay, we're reading from The Little Things Matter. Monday morning, we're on Chapter 65, Show an Interest in People's Things. And with that, I'm going to bring on Cindy Wright. Cindy, are you on the call?
I am. Thank you so much, Tracy. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Wake Up Call on Happy Monday. This chapter is mainly a business type of chapter, and it also pertains a lot to, like, someone that's out networking and things like that. But I think that we have to look at it and apply it in every area of our life. So he says, show an interest in people's things. Todd says, recently at a public speaking engagement, I exchanged business cards with numerous people. I had put in a great deal of time and energy into creating my Little Things Matter business card. I noticed people's reactions when I gave them one. Some folks immediately put it in their pocket or wallet without even looking at it. Others studied it momentarily. In some cases, they asked a question or said something complimentary about my card. The way I responded to these people is most interesting. I found myself attracted to the people who took an extra 5 seconds to look at my business card, and I was feeling slightly offended by those who had no interest in looking at it. Here's the really intriguing part. My reactions were instinctive. I didn't realize that my impressions were being formed so quickly and that I was looking for a certain reaction when I handed someone my card. In fact, it wasn't until I read a Success Magazine article on the airplane trip home that I realized what had happened. The March 2010, that's how old this is, issue featured an interview with Mark Jeffries, author of What's Up with Your Handshake. He said, in discussing how to build rapport, Mark said, you have to make the other person feel great about their communication with you. Don't put someone's business card in your pocket. They are handing you a little life story. If you don't take a moment to look at the card, acknowledge it, and say something about it, you are missing a huge opportunity to tilt the scales in your favor. This is one differentiator point, but it could be all you need to get into positive territory. Wow. He said, thinking this through, I began to analyze my business card exchanges over the weekend. He described exactly how I felt. Without realizing it, I knew I was attracted to the people who showed an interest in my card and turned off by those who did not. There were 2 big takeaways from this experience. First, our opinions and thoughts are often formed at the subconscious level, and our reactions become instinctive. As an example, generally, if you greet people with a smile and a firm handshake, they will instinctively be drawn to you. But I doubt they consciously think, I like your smile and handshake. This is a perfect example of why little things matter. Everything we do or don't do makes an impression. The more positive impressions we make, the more likable and respected we become. Second, there is value to showing an interest in the things that are important to other people, even something as simple as their business cards. I must admit that even though I have focused on the little things for more than 2 decades, I have never thought about taking the time to show an interest in someone's business card. At times, I've been the guy who barely looked at someone's card and just put it in my pocket. When I think about this, I think, whenever I've been, networking, I don't even know how many people really pass business cards that much anymore because we're constantly connecting on social media with people, and that's kind of our business card now, scanning someone's QR code to find them on, whatever, Instagram or wherever. But it's, finding that person on social media gives you, like, their whole life. So it seems, the thing to do instead of what's on a little business card. But when I think about it, I do think about, the times that I have taken a business card, and it is kind of like my way of studying their name, because I'm not the best. I can remember a face like from 50 years ago, but the names are not that good for me. I don't remember them as well. And so for me, when I would take a business card, I would stare at the name, like, okay, Cindy, you need to remember this. And so it would be actually taking an interest in what their name was, if they were a stranger. And then obviously the business card gives you a chance to strike up a conversation with them. It's like, oh, you're in the medical field, or, oh, you're in technology. Well, tell me a little bit about what you do. It just instantly strikes up a conversation. You're able to ask them, about their card, about their job, about what they do, and pique that, interest and find some commonality, some common ground that you can talk about and, be able to make conversation. So I think the business card is really, really important when you're out, networking, being able to take that and say, and then you can say, hey, are you on social media? I'd love to connect with you. And, then you can connect with them through social media. But if you forget their name, you can go back to their business card and always have it right there. So I'll give it to you for your feedback.
All right. Hey, great thing, Cindy. Hey, what this reminds me of, there's a guy on the pickleball court. His name's Kenny. He sells insurance, and it's talked about subconscious and all that. So Saturday we went to play in a tournament. He come up, shook my hand, mentioned my name, and said I didn't realize this till just now, said something about part of my game that he liked. Well, after that, I remember telling my wife, hey, you know what? I really like that guy. Now, the only thing I really knew about him was that he come up, shook my hand, knew my name, and said something about my game. But right off the bat, if I ever need insurance, that's probably who I would go to. Now, that's just because he showed a little interest in me. And that makes you likable, really. And I never really realized that until you just read this chapter. When we show a little interest in people, it subconsciously or consciously, whatever, it makes us like other people because they showed interest in us. So I just thought I would share that since it just happened. I'm getting ready to go play pickleball with him again. Imagine that. So with that, I'll throw it back to you for the final word.
Okay, great. I think for me, whenever I come into contact with somebody, I'm always looking for something that I can compliment somebody on. And when you have that, when you're thinking that, what can I say to compliment this person? Because I believe you can always find something nice to say to someone, whether it's, their hair, their purse, their shoes, their tie, their, whatever it is, there's always something you can say to make someone feel better. And in this case, show an interest in them. Because let me tell you, the best way to make a friend is to compliment them and to say, hey, well, gosh, you look nice today. Well, you look beautiful today. I mean, I say that all the time. You look gorgeous today, or you look amazing. And, or your hair looks different. What'd you do? I love it. Yeah, I mean, I can find something to say to even a stranger. I can meet someone in the store that I've never met before and strike up a conversation with them by telling them something positive about themselves that I instantly see. And so it's so easy to show them basically that you have an interest in them. The challenge today, he said, start noticing the things that are important to others and show your interest in them by saying something nice. It could be their new car, an outfit, their haircut, the paintings or photographs in their home or office, their pets and children, their neatly manicured lawn or newly planted flowers. The next time you receive someone's business card, take the time to really look at it. Perhaps you can compliment them on the logo or ask them a question about their company. Demonstrate your interest and remember that 5 seconds is all it takes to make a positive impression. And the last thing he says, when you show an interest in the things that are important to people, they will instinctively be drawn to you. And I so believe this, Tracy, that if you will compliment someone, show an interest in them, they will be drawn to you. It's when you are looking somewhere else when someone's trying to talk to you, or, they're handing you their business card, you don't even look at it to even figure out their name or whatever, or what they do. It's an instant, for me, an instant turnoff. Like, if you don't care enough about me to look me in the eye and acknowledge that what I'm saying or talking to you, then it is an instant turnoff. And it's amazing how when you get turned off like that, it's hard to get them back to, wanting to have another conversation with you. So it is an instant. That 5-second rule is so, so key here. So I'll give it to you. Y'all have a happy Monday, and you can close the call, Tracy.
All right. Hey, man, that's such good stuff. Love finding something to compliment people on. One of the things I like to do when you're at a checkout line or wherever, and someone's having a hectic day, or even if they're not having a hectic day, but especially if they're having a hectic day, just looking at their little name tag, if it's Joan, calling them by name. Joan, has anyone told you how awesome you are today? And it's amazing to see them stop for a second, get a big old smile, and they usually say, no, they haven't, but thank you so much. And that just makes their day. So with that, I want to encourage everyone today to go out and leave people better than we found them today. And I'm going to open the call up for people to say goodbye. Let's see here.
Thank you.
Good.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.